According to reports, Paris Saint-Germain are seriously considering the possibility of bringing Cristiano Ronaldo to Parc des Princes this summer from Manchester United. The Portugal international is reportedly unhappy at Old Trafford as the club continues to struggle for a place in the top four. And in the event that the Red Devils don't qualify for the Champions League next season, the 37-year-old will jump ship. Antonio Conte isn't one of those people who'll mince their words, and the Italian manager has again thrown a barb at the club's senior leadership. Barcelona are reportedly eager to make a move for Napoli centre-back Kulibali, whose contract with the Italians expires in June 2023. Real Madrid have been told by Renault that they will become the club's sponsor if they are able to sign Kylian Mbappe this summer. Steven Gerrard is definitely going to do wonders at Aston Villa, and it appears that the club's ownership is willing to help out their manager in terms of strengthening his workforce during the summer transfer window. Before we get started, we want to share the sponsor of today's video. The OneFootball app is the ultimate football platform and is a must-have for every football fan so that you can follow all of your favourite leagues, teams and players all the time right from your phone. You can be sure to turn on notifications for specific players to be instantly alerted when they score a goal or when they're involved in other breaking news. It is the best and easiest way to stay up to date with everything football. Click the link in the description down below to download the app right now. You won't regret it. Aston Villa have started to show their ambition. After a turbulent summer transfer window with the departure of Jack Grealish and many arrivals, the Midlands club had started the season badly and sacked their manager to bring in Steven Gerrard. The results have improved since then, and the leaders have total confidence in the former Liverpool captain, as evidenced by the winter transfer activity that saw the club move for the likes of Lucas Digne and Philippe Coutinho. However, the former Rangers manager also wants a new defensive midfielder. According to the Daily Star, the Villa manager will have €60 million to spend on a midfielder, and the former England international has already made a shortlist of 2 names. Gerrard is reportedly targeting Mali international Yves Bissouma from Brighton, for whom the Villains have already offered €36 million in January, an amount that was refused by the Seagulls. The player is also reportedly on the radar of Arsenal, Manchester United and Newcastle, which could raise the stakes. The second targeted player is Wilfred Ndidi. The Nigerian is under contract until 2024 with Leicester and is an important part of Brendan Rodgers' system, which will make negotiations complicated. Nonetheless, we expect Villa to be making quite a few moves in the summer transfer window, and don't be surprised if they cut some sort of deal with Barcelona that will see Coutinho stay at the club for next season as well. Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid is going to be more than just a regular transfer. The young Frenchman is set to enter free agency in June, and it's likely that he will join the Spanish league leaders in what has been considered a dream move by the player. And it appears that once the move happens, Los Blancos will enjoy rewards both on and off the field. Through its sports subsidiary, Alpine, Renault has already positioned itself to become Madrid's partner in the event that the France international joins them. The French car manufacturer wants to replace Audi as the Spanish giant's current sponsor. However, there is a little snag in the deal. It appears that PSG are willing to pull out all the stops to keep Mbappe. It's being noted that Nasser Al Khelaifi is willing to offer Mbappe €1 million a week if he decides to stay put. That basically makes it €4 million a month and €48 million a year, an amount that would make him the best paid player on the planet. However, it remains to be seen whether the World Cup winner will be happy with the offer, because from where we're standing, Mbappe's eagerness to join Madrid is more sporting than monetary. Barcelona have continued to prepare for the summer transfer window following a very good January transfer window. Ahead of the game against Napoli in the Europa League round of 16, Gazzetta dello Sport spoke about the Catalan giant's interest in Senegal international Kalidou Koulibaly. The Herculean defender is under contract until 2023 and might consider making one big move before nearing the twilight years of his playing career. Barcelona had initially been looking to land Matthijs de Ligt from Juventus. However, their sights have now shifted towards the African champion, who is very much hesitant about his future in Italy. It is being reported that the Blaugrana need at least €40 million to sign Kulibali, who is also attracting interest from the likes of Manchester City and PSG. We know that Antonio Conte is not the sort of coach who'll keep his tongue in his pocket. Moreover, the Italian has not hesitated to publicly criticise the passive winter transfer window of his club. Since then, Spurs have offered him Rodrigo Bentancur and Dejan Kulusevski, but that's not enough to satisfy the former Chelsea manager. So, in a recent discussion, Conte criticised the club's management for not showing him their full vision up to this moment. Rather than strengthening this team, we weakened it on paper. Bentancur and Kulusevski are ideal prospects for Tottenham because Tottenham are looking for young players they can develop and grow, not ready players. This is the problem. I have realised now that this is the vision of the club, he said in comments relayed by the Daily Mail. Always critical of the recruitment policy of his senior leadership, Conte therefore does not show great optimism towards the club's prospects in the Premier League. Indeed, while his team is in 8th place in the standings, 7 points from the top 4, Conte does not imagine himself fighting for a place in the Champions League. In my career, I always told myself that I only had a 1% chance of winning a championship, but here it's strange because I feel that I only have a 1% chance of finishing 4th. The level of this championship is very high and there is not much room for teams other than the best teams. These are the statements that will not delight his president, Daniel Levy, who can be trigger happy at times. Even after the signing of Lionel Messi from Barcelona, PSG still have dreams in their heads. In addition to winning the Champions League, the capital club would still like to shine in the transfer market. According to information from the Daily AS, the Parisian management is considering the arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo in the event of the departure of Kylian Mbappe. However, the France international is likely to leave as a free agent. At the same time, when the 2016 European champion will be looking for a way out of Man United, where things clearly haven't worked out the way we would have hoped. There are many projects for Paris Saint-Germain who will clearly be looking for a successor to Mauricio Pochettino for next season. The ultimate goal of Qatar is Zinedine Zidane, who however did not give the green light to join PSG while he dreams of the French team. Speaking of the transfer window, there should also be a change on the side of the Comte de Loge. While Kylian Mbappe has a good chance of leaving, the two priorities of Paris Saint-Germain appear more and more obvious. The trend is confirmed by the Todo Fichajes site, which persists and says that PSG are primarily targeting the signings of two Man United players, namely Paul Pogba and Cristiano Ronaldo. Unsatisfied with the results of Man United, Ronaldo is already considering leaving. Thanks to Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe, PSG could be in pole position this summer to recruit CR7. However, the capital club could see Bayern and AS Roma make a move. Back at Man United since the last summer transfer window, Ronaldo already has desires for elsewhere. While the results of the Red Devils are far from satisfactory for his tastes, CR7 would like to take off in the next transfer window. This issue has not escaped PSG. Indeed, the capital club would be ready to reach out to Cristiano Ronaldo in the summer of 2022. And according to The Sun, PSG will be the most likely option for the Portuguese star in the event of Mbappe's departure to Real Madrid, especially since he could join Lionel Messi in Paris. Also, according to The Sun, PSG could see two European teams get in their way for Ronaldo. On one hand, Bayern will be on the lookout to sign CR7 in the summer transfer window. On the other hand, Jose Mourinho, the coach of AS Roma, is reportedly very enthusiastic about the idea of recruiting Ronaldo, despite their complicated relationship during their time at Real Madrid a few years ago. However, it remains to be seen whether PSG will actually move for Ronaldo, since the Portugal international's arrival at Parc des Princes will first need to be confirmed by whoever becomes the club's new manager. And in case that person is Zidane, we don't expect the legendary former midfielder to sanction a move for a player who's pretty much at the tail end of his career.